So I'd like to now speak briefly about what it is to be a human being, because I think this is a subject of much misunderstanding. So the first thing is that we've got it back to front, like we've got chronic diseases, so-called. They're actually outcomes, they're not the diseases at all. We've also got it back to front as to what it is to be a human being. We are not a mind body or just a body walking about and talking and doing things. What we are is consciousness itself in a specific form, manifesting through a temporary mind body. The specific form I would call our soul. And the source of our soul's energy is what I call the source is something which is timeless, spaceless, dimensionless, everlasting, permanent, and unfathomable. It's the ultimate intelligence, the ultimate love, the ultimate wisdom. It's the ultimate everything, and it's completely beyond our imagination. But it manifests in us through a specific spark, so to speak, called our soul, which is also permanent. And our bodies come and go. We're never born and we never die. We are the permanent phenomena having experiences in mind bodies on this planet Earth and maybe other places. Well, and in my view, in other places too. And we spend a lot of time on Earth. They say that a life on Earth is but one day in our real life. And you think how many days we have here. So, and how really short the process is, really, when you look at it. We get born, we grow up, we do something, we get heavily in debt, so to speak, or something. We get committed to a particular path, we live that, and we die. And maybe we wake up in the process. So for me, the purpose of being in the human race and having a body is to wake up to more of the consciousness that we are. It's a wakening up process, and every obstacle is designed to help us wake up. And all disease is, all so-called chronic disease, is unlived potential. When we don't live our true nature and to our full potential and turn away from what is the purpose of our life and shut ourselves down and limit ourselves, then we're blocking our energy, and which becomes so-called chronic diseases. So normally we're brought up and encouraged to identify with I and me. But there is no I and no me. That is the fundamental illusion. What we call us, doesn't exist. That's a tough one to understand, but that's my fundamental conclusion. We did a lot of work looking at infectious diseases in Africa and talking to the diseases themselves, because we talked to the viruses and bacteria to find out what they were about and what they appeared to be doing. And the first conclusion we came to was that diseases, like everything else, is intelligence in action. There is no such thing. Well, I'll just finish about diseases first. And diseases don't see individuals, because the I and me, we don't exist. We are we're all part of the same human race, and we're joined up. We're not separate. There's no such thing as a separate human being. You can't imagine it because, for example, no one would be alive if they couldn't get in have a body. We wouldn't be here. So the human race is, to me, is a single phenomena. And the diseases saw it like that too. So when they killed lots of people, they didn't see it as killing people. They saw it as helping the human race evolve, keeping it healthy, and helping the human beings wake up to what their true nature is, which is consciousness. So diseases have an intelligent purpose. And when you actually start analyzing it, you see that nothing in life has anything other than an intelligent purpose. Everything that happens to us all the time is intelligence in action, with the purpose of us becoming more aware and waking up to our true nature. That is it. So when we're working with source resonances to treat chronic diseases, so-called chronic diseases, this is what we're doing. We're trying to see what the purpose of the life is and help people wake up to it and to facilitate that transition. So the transition first is away from the chronic disease, then to a point of transition which is into living their lives for the things that were previously blocked and not being explored, and helping people come to life, come back to life, and to live their purpose of their life rather than living, frustrating that purpose and it becoming chronic, so-called chronic diseases. And, you know, I just want to quote what Marianne Williamson said and what was repeated by Nelson Mandela. The thing we fear most is how great we are. We are amazing, spiritual, conscious beings manifesting temporarily in a mind-body. We have infinite resources behind us. We are truly amazing. There's nothing limiting about us, only that the human body, because it evolved from the animal kingdom, is actually, though wonderful that it is still quite limiting. So it gives us amazing possibilities and amazing limitations. And it's waking up from these limitations is to discover what amazing beings each and every person is. There is no situation on earth which isn't entirely appropriate to the person who's in it. And it allows them the greatest possibilities for becoming who they're meant to be. Another thing that is obvious to me, but may not yet be to you, is that we don't speak. What we do is we connect to our soul, and our soul creates what we say, and our soul creates what we do, and our soul creates what we think. Our body creates a lot of junk in our minds, which comes out as paranoid thoughts or whatever else goes on in our heads. But that is junk habits from the past, from the animal kingdom, but it's not us thinking. So we don't think, we don't speak, and we don't act. What acts is our soul, the source, through our soul specializing through us. And we don't have individuality or a me. There's no I and no me. Once you get that and see that we are actually, the physical mind body is but a puppet state, you get a better perspective on what life is about and how life is to be enjoyed and lived fully. We have made a lot of source resonances. Just so you know, there's a whole bunch of source resonance available straight to the public without any limitation to help enhance the intuitive, natural, energetic state that we are. So there's one for absolute quiet, for example, which may not seem that important, but how many times can you achieve absolute quiet? We tested this in an army hospital in Prague late at night on some business execs, and we did a double-blind control study, which we were able to do, and we had a resonance which they listened to, and a blank and a placebo one which they also listened to, and we switched them around. And what we found was essentially that it worked. And this was tested on an fMRI machine, which is a machine that allows you to study how the mind reacts immediately, how the brain reacts immediately to something it's listening to. And we had specially adapted speakers to go in the MRI machine, so that the whole thing for this experiment, which was pretty interesting and obviously cutting edge, but would need a lot more work to make this substantial proof. Anyway, we also have enhancing alignment with source and enhancing awareness of our true nature. And there's about 20 or 30 resonances for opening to the love within, and for bringing out the higher faculties of ourselves, which is a pretty useful thing to do, because those are the things that will solve and need to open up for us to recover from any stuckness, which is called a chronic disease, and start to live what we really are.